do today, babe? Howdy ho, neighbors. Oh, it's okay. It's raining outside. I have recently been going over some of our other updates and realized that I just had not made an update in a little bit. And I was like super consistent at one point. I guess when we were in the thick of it. So I don't know when the last update was. But I've been doing a lot of research and seeing other people's updates and YouTube lives, like day in the life. So I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do, but I figured why not have it, even if it's just so that I remember how far we've come, because that was actually something that I did really appreciate, is that like seeing him, obviously we're talking about Biscuit, seeing him and those moments, like when he was like really swollen or when he was fresh out of surgery and a year now, just like we've come so far and we are going to be even farther than we are today. So I am just being able to look back. I'm going to give myself the stuff to look back. So we are on the way to the Perlman Center, which is therapy. So this is OT, so occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy. And he does it all at once. And so it's like a 3-hour long day. And I know, like, in the drop of things, 3 hours doesn't like super sound like a lot, but with a 7-month-old, just trying to keep him active and engaged. I mean, I have 5 and 11-year-old that I can't keep active and engaged for 3 hours. So this is our first day at this time slot. So we were in Baby Stars, and it was basically 4 babies. And it was nice. I really liked it. I really appreciated it. And so now this is kind of like we graduated from Baby Stars, which last week would have been his like graduation day, and I was sick, like super sick, did not do anything, and I'm actually still getting over it, obviously, getting over my cold. So yeah, so today is the first day of, I don't know, toddler stars, I don't know, and so we'll see from here. But a little update, we've had the NG2 for 7 months now. Well, remember he had an OG at first. I actually forgot that he had it through his mouth, which I don't imagine it sucks. So let's see how far we've come. And when we left NICU, everybody said he's not even gonna need it for very long, because remember, that is one of the things that I was kind of at first adamant that I wanted him to be eating a lot more by mouth. And so I don't have any like regrets, but I feel like everyone was saying he's not even gonna need, it's like a few weeks, they do so much better at home, and he's already like at the breast so well, so it's gonna be okay. He's not gonna need it for very long. 7 months later, we still use it every day. So he is like, he can breastfeed, which I'm probably gonna write up a case study. He can breastfeed. No one, I don't know exactly like how he can, because of his tone and his coordination and everything, but somehow I guess that's just like biology. I don't know if if they're like, this is the way that it's supposed to happen. So of course, even with all the other things that are wrong, like this is what can go right. So he can breastfeed. But the thing of it is that like he can transfer well in the right circumstances. He's not like I said, but he's not like the most consistent. He breastfeeds well most of the time. There's times that he gets lazy or distracted. He's 7 months old, so he can get distracted, and it ends up taking him longer than 40 minutes or so, which now we're just burning calories, more calories than you're getting. He is also hypertonic, so also very has high tone, so very stiff in some areas, which is odd because like half his mouth has low tone, but we know that burns calories just like at rest. So even with him getting 4 to 5 ounces every 3 hours or so, he's still like burning through it. So he is getting his baclofen. He's at the highest dose of his baclofen, and as long as we are consistent, as in like 3 times a day, not skipping a beat, he is seemingly good to go. He seemingly is like the tone is at a good enough stasis that he's not burning through extra calories. Like I will notice if we are missing doses through the week when we do his weigh-in, he won't have gained as much weight as if we were really consistent with it. So that is one thing. Getting it 3 times a day is hard to do. Like that morning time, we always like, that's the one that he always gets. Consistently, he always gets his morning one. The afternoon one, midday, that's the one that generally gets skipped consistently. The evening dose is the 50-50 one. So it just kind of matters. So that is a goal for myself, is to just like get more consistent with that, to stay consistent with that, because I definitely see a difference. When there was a little while that we were fortifying his milk, and no, yeah, he's never been like a super refluxy baby, even though that's what we're always nervous about. That's what we're always looking for, is if he like gets a whole bunch of reflux, or if he is vomiting. All of a sudden became a refluxy baby. And we dealt with like turning it down some, turning down the calories and everything like that. But I have figured that if we can just be more consistent with his tone, my milk will do what it needs to do. Even though I am trying to build my supply up again, I don't know, I hit a spot of, I really hated it. I really hated pumping. I just wanted to bring my baby to the breast, but then he wasn't being efficient at the breast, and it kind of like tanked my milk. So God that I had such a freezer stash, which I am eating through though. So I've just kind of been nervous about that. But I'm like, Jamaica, you know what to do. You know how to like, this is a supply and demand. So I'm back doing more, like my pumping schedule. I'm also like getting the things to make pumping easier for me to do. And at this point, I don't like super care like what the cost is or anything like that. Whatever is just gonna make me want to do it. Even if it's like a new pump flange or it's a new like if it's a new something. Less things to wash. I'm probably gonna get one of those like automatic washers for my things just to like make this simpler, more attractive, you know? So we are with that. I am in traffic. Oh, hopefully I make it to this appointment on time. You gotta anticipate that, like I said, this is our first time in this early morning slot, so I generally don't have to think about traffic, and I obviously did not, or I thought about traffic, and I still got out the door late. So, but it's an update. We are in conversations about the reason I've been doing a whole bunch of research these days with seeing people's hospital stays and things like that is because we are getting a G-tube. We have a G-tube consult next week. And I don't know, he just started eating solids, started on solids. Like he's a cracker fiend. Like he likes to hold it himself. He is figuring out chewing. He doesn't have any teeth. Which I swear I thought we were cutting teeth for a second, but no teeth yet. No teeth have ever nothing. And but I have a lot of feelings on the G-tube. Everyone keeps saying it's going to be so much easier, so much easier. We should have done it ages ago. And I got really on board with it, and then they made me wait for a consult. At first, I wasn't getting in until like the mid-June. And then it got pushed to like the end of May. And so now I just had all this time to stew on it and like see that he is starting to eat solids. Like, do we really need this? But he's not doing well with liquids. So maybe we still need it, even if it's just for liquids, and he's gonna do really, really well with solids. I don't know. I hate surgeries. I feel like he's 7 months old and he's about to have had more surgeries than I've had in my entire life. I know, I hear you, Biscuit. So, yeah. And then, of course, surgery always makes me nervous. The anesthesia these days make me nervous. So, we are in the thick of it, so we're figuring it out. But I'll end up this update here and focus on trying to get to this appointment on time. Yeah, I think that's all the major things. Yeah. Until next time.
Get it, Biscuit. Get it.
Get it, Biscuit. You got it, Biscuit.
Good job.
You got it, Biscuit. Good job, Biscotti. Look at you. Basically sitting. Look at you doing that.
Good job. And then you grab the pole.
And then he grabs the pole. Mm-hmm.
Chicka, chicka, chicka.
Hi, Biscotti.
Hi, Mom.
What you doing? It's
There
a,
you go.
it loves the disco ball.
Did Dad like coming last week?
Yeah.
Because like the mat, I could switch it so that the peanut would be here,
Oh,
and then he could be here.
okay.
So it's down a little bit.
I have a yoga mat. I don't think it's that tall. As tall as this.
Okay.
But
Or like the couch cushion.
oh yeah. We can
If
do
you
that.
put him on the couch cushion, this on the floor,
Okay.
it should be like that height.
Okay.
And then you should still be able to like roll him up onto
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Because I have this size and I have the next one bigger.
Oh, okay.
So the couch cushion with the bigger one might give
Okay.
us the exact like sort of dimensions that we need. But you're looking good. What you doing? I know. You smiling? You happy?
Ready?
He's like, look, Ma.
Go!
Good job, Biscotti.
Is that silly?
Biscotti.
You like this. In fact, you love even more. And we're gonna go fully rolling forward. Good job.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy,
Good
bouncy.
job. Go Biscuit.
Go, Biscuit. Go, Biscuit.
You just need a peanut ball with
Biscuit.
like cow print on it.
Oh. Ah.
Yep, and you see how he's like kicking forward too?
Yeah.
So I love that he's doing that, like pushing with his legs, because that helps with like wanting to crawl and stuff.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm about to say.
You hang out there,
And then he just like
And when you
squats
need
his
a
head
break-
down.
you can just come back. See?
Okay.
Then you just take a break. Yeah, is that okay?
Look how straight up he's looking. And I think that that's the difference though with like there's not a lot of pressure on his belly right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so maybe.
Because he's just like he's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do this. But it's like
You got
he folds like a folding chair out of Alabama Brawl. Like it's horrible.
Ready, set, He's going back. Oh, go, 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 go! Then come back. You can kick. Ready, set, go!
Good job, Biscotti.
Here you go. It looks like you need a break. Then we come back into tall heel.
Okay. I love. Good job. Hi, Biscotti. Hi, Biscotti. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Yeah. That was his brother too. Like he started like shaking his head at him, and then he started mimicking shaking his head. And I'm like, oh. Well, that one might have been his sister, his little sister. The littlest one. Was that Chuck or Charlie? Was it just shaking her head?
There you go.
Look at you! Superman!
Look at these legs, Biscuit. Good job.
Kick. Like, okay.
There you go. All right, then come back down. See? And take a break.
I said, okay. We can take a break.
Whoa. You are rocking this, buddy.